Hello everyone. In the first video, we learned how to clean these text items and divide it into these 4-5 sections using fresh fill and text columns. And in the second video, we discussed how to make use of the formulas to do the same job, which was a little bit more automated and it can help us whenever the numbers change. Now in this video, we will make it even better and we will use the Power Query component of Excel. And when things are repetitive and they are manual like this, then Power Query will help you to design a workflow which is just one click away to update the numbers as per the latest data. Let's look at it step by step. So I will select these cells. In fact, these columns are not required. So I will go and clean all the data set. Now, first thing for Power Query, if you are using it within the same Excel file, then what you need is you need to convert the cells or the range into a table. So you can use Control T as the table shortcut, and now this is a table structure within the Excel. You stay in the table, then you go to Data tab, and in the Data tab you have from tables or range. When I click on tables or range, it will open the Power Query window. It will take that data and you can see it has picked the table 1. We can name it as, let's say, PQ Power Query, and this is the current data. One single column having everything. Now what we will do, we will select this column and there is an option of splitting the column. So split column option is there. I will select by delimiter, and then here space is the delimiter which it can identify, but I will say that space is not the delimiter. Go to custom and my delimiter is this pipe, and I want to split it at each occurrence of the delimiter. So wherever pipe is coming, split it at that point. If I simply click OK, it will give me 4 columns. Now if you want to retain the original column, then don't do it over here. Okay, what you need to do, I will remove these steps. I will right click and duplicate it. I will right click and duplicate it, duplicate column, and then I will apply those concepts on this one. So split column by delimiter. Which delimiter? It is not space, it is custom, and then we can go for this pipe one. Click OK, and we got 4 columns. Now these 4 columns are useful for us, but there are some additional things which we don't want. Which are the additional things? Let's look at this first one. So that's our invoice number, right? So I will name it as invoice number. Okay, that's the name which I want to give. Now in this invoice number, what do I want? I am looking for this 20260101, but the initial part I am not looking for. So there is a very simple way over here. We can click on replace values and it is picking the whole thing, but I would mention that keep INV and space. So find this portion and replace it with what? I don't want anything in return, so just take it away. So when I click on OK, look at the number. I am getting the actual number which I was interested in. Same way, let's go for this vendor code. So here we will name it as vendor code. See, we will do the same thing over here. Replace values. What we need to replace? V and D and space. Replace with nothing. Click OK. So vendor code is also sorted. Now this one, that's the USD and the amount. Okay. So let us first split it further based on the space. So I will go to the split column and delimiter, and space is the delimiter, that's correct, and I will click on OK. So I've got 2 portions. One of them is this, other one is this. This works as currency, and the second one is my amount. I'm double clicking the header and then typing the new name, whatever I'm looking for, and that is already done. This is your department. So we have got invoice number, vendor code, currency, amount, and department. You can use this column to verify these details if at all you have some doubts. And if you don't need this column, you can simply select and press delete if you are not looking for that. And I will close and apply, and there are two options over here, close and load and close and load too. I will go for the second one because this gives us some options where to take this clean data. So here it is giving us an option of you can put it in a table and you can go for a new worksheet or existing worksheet. Let's say we go for existing worksheet. Where should be the existing worksheet placed? I will mention that this is the location where I would like to keep my updated clean worksheet. Okay, when I click OK, it gives me those 4-5 columns which are important for me, and that process is automated. Why this is automated? Because let's say tomorrow you are getting some more transactions. I am copying these additional transactions. I am coming back to this Power Query sheet, and that was our original table, right? I am pasting those additional transactions over here, and I just need to get inside this final output, right click, and then refresh. And look at this. It is giving me additional transactions in the clean format. My work is only update the original data and then refresh to get the clean data set. Same thing is possible in our formulas also. So when I go into the formulas, and here if I paste it over here, now these are additional lines, or formulas are only copied up to here. So I will copy it down, and they are also working. So formulas and functions like left, right, mid, text before, text after, text split, text join, all these functions makes it automated. Same way here in the Power Query also, you may be thinking how it is automated. It is automated because if we go back to the query, this query, if I double click, everything which I did, it has been noted down as a step in the process. So whenever I give a new data set, it goes through the same process again and again, and this is the final output of that process. That's why I'm not worried about doing it next time. It's just one click away. So that's it for now. I hope you now know which one to use in what situation. Whenever it is a one-time requirement and you need it quickly, flash fill is your best friend. If you want to use text to columns, it can also give you possibilities of using delimiters, maybe a couple of delimiters at a time, and sometimes splitting it based on the fixed width or the number of characters. Then we learned the formula methods. Formula method will make it automated. So the text to columns and the flash fill will help you to do it once or twice. But if it is required more than that, then you need to use formulas and functions, or maybe the Power Query method. Depending on your need, how frequently it is required and how complex it is, you can go for one of these 4 options. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. I hope you found it useful. If yes, then click the like button, share it with your friends and families, and do not forget to subscribe to the channel.